spots disappeared. Can't find them now. I saved them, but it's not showing them now.
You hear this guy? He says they're gone. It shouldn't be this hot in March. And we can't find our mud cracks. Is that awkward? I'm gonna use the drift method. Freaking incredible. Round F16 for that to get that sunburst. Oh yeah, welcome to Death Valley. Oh, we found backup cracks. These are our contingency cracks. That's if we don't find the good ones we were looking for. Oh, that breeze feels so good. We're very excited about the slight breeze right now because it's like 94 degrees. All right, the cracks are getting better. We're following the river flow here. The cracks are getting better. See, the problem isn't so much as finding the good mud cracks, it's finding the good mud cracks in good locations so that we can put some of this pretties behind us and not some of that, because you don't come to Death Valley to see that stuff. Remember what I said about those contingency cracks? No good. We got the real ones. They're so big. And surprisingly, we didn't have to hike that far. Don't tell anybody else that though. Apparently you're not supposed to tell locations, so I don't get chastised on YouTube. I won't say anything. But you don't have to walk too far. At least not right now. These things shift a lot. They're sneaky. That is texture. So there's two different ways that I plan on photographing the mud cracks here. One is those bigger ones that we found earlier with the mountains in the background and more of a big landscape, and we're gonna do focus stacking and all that stuff and hopefully get a good light and just a whole gestalt image. But then you have these, and this stuff is just pure texture, pure texture. So I'm gonna get close up, and I may get out the macro, or I'll at least just get super close and do put the tripod real low and emphasize how they're really bending up. And now I'm just gonna wait for better light. Mike just said we found even bigger, deeper ones over there, but check this out. They're completely curled. These guys are so small. They're all curled. This is a perfect example for the macro texture type stuff and just getting closer. Oh yeah, did I tell you? I'm out here with my good buddy Mike Perea, amazing photographer, world traveler, awesome buddy. He's the kind of guy that you want to have when you go out in a place like this, because he'll never Mike? Mike? He'll never... I'll be right back. Mike? Oh my God! Mike! I was just telling the YouTubes about you. See? I told you he was here. It's Mike.
And we found the giant mud cracks, that's all I'm saying. The deep ones.
Look at Mike editing in his new van. This is one of those times where you have van envy. This is our inaugural trip in this bad boy. It's a work in progress, and it's covered with all my crap. But it's awesome.
Yes, don't judge me yet. It's not finished. We're getting there.
We're gonna make it awesome. He's got oh, there's no handle on the inside. He's got solar panels, and he put in an Epic fan, which was very nice earlier, and it sucks in or out, right? Mm-hmm. Then it switches both ways. And then we've got this, behind all my other crap back there is a ginormous battery. thing's like 115 pounds. And then we've got everything wired up there. And
yes, my fan does go both ways.
we've got my Helio shower until we get a road shower. Got my Goal Zero until we get an inverter. But and we got my Yukon here until we get he got his ARB fridge. But we couldn't put that in yet because we don't have the inverter wired up yet. So got my cooler, got my stove until we build his shelves and get his stove in there. It's kind of a good thing I came on this trip. He just brought the van.
Yeah.
I brought all the good stuff. All right, we got an hour and a half till dinner time. No, wait, I was kidding. We got an hour and a half till sunset, but now it's dinner time. So let's make dinner and then hike a couple miles back out to those awesome mud cracks we found for what looks like to be a seriously epic sunset. Please don't jinx this for me. All right, dinner's done. We're kitted up. I got all my gear, 2 tripods, 3 cameras, 2 stools, lots of water. And we're headed back out to the mud cracks for hopefully this sunset will do something. So let's get hiking. All right, so I'm trying something a little risky. I just got a whole bunch of new Lee filters, and normally you don't like to shoot with these kind of filters facing the sun, but since the sun is kind of cloudy right now, there's those clouds over it, I'm gonna see if there's less flare. And I'm doing a time lapse right now on the 5D4, and I've got it pointed at these mud cracks because they're kind of radiating, and with the sun right over them, I think that's a really cool composition. But like I said, this is more of a test to see how badly these lenses flare, or the Lee filters flare, pointed straight into the sun. I've got a 3-stop soft grad and a 2-stop soft grad stacked. So that makes it even worse. So any flaring you get is gonna be double. So this could be really bad or it could be really cool, but we're gonna find out in a minute. But first, check this out. Show them that thing.
It's like a kitchen tile.
So I just thought I upgraded to like some nice fancy Lee 100mm filters. Well, that thing is for Mike's 15, his Tamron 15 to 30, right?
30, yes, sir.
On his Nikon D810. Or his D8, oh, 50. He's got the bad boy. But that thing is huge. All right, well, we didn't get the sunburst like I was hoping. You know how I like my sun stars, but we didn't get that. I'm running a second silent time lapse right now. I'm running it in the time lapse movie mode on the 5D Mark IV. I love that because it'll let me instantly see it, but the downside is it's only 1080p. So the only thing I'm going to use it for is probably this vlog. Like I probably won't sell it because I'm a 4K snob and I only sell 4K time lapses. But it'll be interesting to see because this is the second one I'm doing with the filter, so this will let me see instantly whether or not it worked and how bad we got the flare. The good news is I think all of this stuff is going to light up, and we have some cool compositions over here. The moon is rising, it's behind those clouds. All right, well, the light is starting to happen, especially over here, but I'm really struggling to find a composition. I got a couple. I've been doing a lot of focus stacking because these mud cracks, you need to get a really wide angle and then you need to focus stack all the way through so you can get the mud cracks in the foreground and the stuff in the sky in the background. So that's what I'm doing, focus stacking. I've got this doing another silent time lapse right now, getting a little bit of those clouds with this rock in the foreground. I've still got the 3-stop and the 2-stop soft grad, so that's a 5-stop to bring those clouds under control. I could probably do it without it, but we're still playing with the new filters, so we're gonna see how that goes. Yep, we got light every single direction. I'm a little bit freaking out right now because I've got one time lapse running. It's hopefully getting that. And Mike's over there shooting like crazy. And now I'm thinking I need to shoot that with the moon coming up. So I'm gonna put this down and start doing some time lapses with this. All right, guys, I'm calling this an episode. We're done here. That was the most amazing sunset I've seen in a really long time. 360 degrees of amazingness. I hope I didn't screw it up because running around like a chicken with my head cut off, being chased by bats, and trying to find really hard compositions. But I think I got some good stuff. We are gonna come back here at 3:30 in the morning because the Milky Way is coming right up over that ridge, and it's gonna be incredible. The full moon is gonna be over there. Well, it's almost full, but it's gonna be on the opposite side. So hopefully we'll still get a little bit of Milky Way, but I'm not gonna film that because it's gonna be too dark. I think right now I'm shooting ISO 12,800 just so I could do this outro. So we're done here. If you like this stuff and you wanna see more, stay tuned for next week where we come back tomorrow. And where are we going tomorrow?
Racetrack.
Racetrack! We're going on the racetrack tomorrow for the full moon, and that is gonna be super epic. So if you like this stuff and you wanna see more, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.